Obviously that was, a tough finish for us. I thought, and there's turning points in every game. I thought that with 2:52 in the first half, we're up 10, and we were really guarding. We had turned them over 9 times at that point, and I think we had 4 turnovers the rest of the game. And so we were able to score pretty consistently all night, but we really stopped defending. I did think we competed on the glass, which is something that I wanted to see some improvement on. But they made more plays down the stretch. That was a slugfest, and they made more plays down the stretch than we were able to. And we got to shore up our transition defense. I think Q hit a huge shot on the baseline there in overtime. And then 3 seconds later, Perry's laying the ball up at the other end of the floor. So we just got to be better in those areas. But again, I thought the game really at that last media in the first half, that's where we lost it.
Ben, do you feel like you let this one slip away a little bit?
Absolutely. We had them. We were up 10 at one point in the first half, and like Coach said, for the last 2:52 of the first half, they just made more plays than we did, and we were not disciplined defensively. We just couldn't get a stop kind of thereafter. So we got to lock in, learn how to guard. The rest of the game, get stops. And, our offense was rolling most of the night. So it really just came down to, like Coach said, transition defense and just getting stops.
Quinn, what do you think of the look you had there late in overtime? The 2 passes, great. Seemed like a bunch of space.
Oh yeah, great rhythm shot. In practice I make that 9 times out of 10. So try not to let it bog me down mentally because I know I'm a great shooter. But just kind of sad that I couldn't pull through for my teammates. But we'll do it next time. So.
Ben, your first impression of, first time playing on Rob Perry, just what does he bring to the table?
He's a good player, obviously a good slasher, good shooter. Good player. Their team's full of solid guys, scrappy guys. But yeah, Perry's a good player. We had a tough time stopping him tonight.
Matt, this is another game. James Madison was similar. I think the entire second half was within 1 possession. Nerves, mentally, Frank, all that stuff. It's so close, and there's no distance, and you're not fighting to get back and playing more on tempo, or you're not on the coast for lead. What does that do to a team?
I'd rather be here than down 10. You know what I mean? Again, I thought we were capable, and I thought we showed it early of just getting consistent stops. And the message for the entirety after that media timeout was like, guys, we've got to get back to buckling in on D. Now, I did think they threw in some shots. They did, and that's what good players do. And sometimes with defense, you tip your hat to a good player. But again, it's just that I thought that layup in overtime. I thought that was a perfect example of we don't need to give that one up, right? Now Perry comes through and he's 3 feet behind the line off a screen and he buries one. That stuff happens with good players, but we can't hit a shot, go up 4 in overtime, have all the momentum, and then all of a sudden 3 seconds later they're cut it to 1 possession game.
Matt, some teams are going to be 2-0, 1-1, 0-2 with
Yep.
these stretch. You've got a lot of non-conference games left. Do you just put the conference stuff in the back of your mind at this point?
Yeah, again, our schedule has been really, a challenging one, and I thought our guys have. They've gotten better, and that's all we can ask. Is there more that we need to get? Yeah, I've got to. I want to try to get Ben a couple more breaks in the game. I want to try to get Kobe a couple more. We've got to develop some rhythm there at the point guard position. Jerome's really responded. I think he's playing excellent right now. Can we get him a little more depth? Can we play bigger? These are the questions that we're asking. And again, the way college basketball is now, right? There's a lot of new players and new teams all over the place, right? And so we're spending a lot of time learning our team. And I think we've learned a lot about ourselves. Today, we've been a pretty good transition defensive team, and we weren't tonight. And so that's another thing that we've got to continue to battle. This league's going to be close games all the time. I didn't think we played very well at Belmont, but with 5 minutes to go, we had the ball, and I think we were down 5. And And so it's just going to be consistent. And I think the teams that really can execute on the defensive end, control the backboard, those are the teams that are going to pull through in a lot of these close games. And this game hurts. I mean, and it hurts because I know we've gotten better, and so we just got to continue to have that growth mindset, and we will. This group has been special with that, and so I'm excited about coaching them. And but this one stings.
Keep.
Yeah, just Ben, you end up with 21 in the second half in overtime. I mean, without taking hardly any breaks. I mean, you were on the floor most of that whole time. Just what was opening up, or what did you see that kind of allowed you to get going, especially down low on the post, obviously?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I just read the defense and took advantage where I thought, there were openings and gaps in their defense. There wasn't anything super particular I was looking at. Just keep being aggressive and keep picking spots.
Q, you played 2 Missouri Valley Conference games now. Just what is the intensity different in those from non-conference, from Cedarville? What's your thoughts on Valley games?
I mean, conference is conference, same intensity. It's definitely a different feeling. A lot more closer games, I should say. But yeah, it's not that big of a difference.